separated it.
Okay, thanks. You sure it's recording it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Made a little noise.
Alright, good morning everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Peter Forrest, and for my senior project, I chose to do volunteerism. So a couple points of emphasis that I really want to focus on during my presentation to you all is, the first one is, who am I as a person? The second one is, why did I choose this project? Third is, where I volunteered and what did I do? And the fourth is, what I learned throughout this project and this whole presentation. Okay, so I'll start off with, who am I? I'm not the normal 18-year-old guy, 18-year-old senior year in high school. How many times have you heard of an 18-year-old saying he'd rather hang out with his two little brothers than go out and hang out with his friends? I'm going to take a guess and say that's not likely. I'm a caring guy, and I like to put people first. I enjoy people staying happy. I've always had a strong connection with kids throughout my entire life. I can get down to their level and really see what they're thinking. I can see what they want to do and what they don't want to do. I interact with them on a whole different level. That may be the reason why I'm a child's activity coordinator at a beach club in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, or that I have a continuing ongoing relationship over at the Bellevue Center. As you can see with just those two examples that I've given, being around kids and working with kids are my passion. So where did I volunteer and why? So I volunteered at the Boys and Girls Club in Concord, New Hampshire. I volunteered here because the mission is simple. Their mission is to inspire and enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive and caring, responsible citizens. 6 words in that mission statement already caught my attention and wanted me to be a part of this fantastic organization. Those 6 words, especially those who need us most. As I said before, I care a lot about kids. I care a lot about people and want them to be happy. And if I could be a part of something great like that, I was already hitched on it. What did I do there? So I played various games with the children. I played floor hockey, soccer, wiffle ball, and basketball with them. And just overall being there for them. It wasn't all fun and games, unfortunately, but we did homework, computer games, education computer games, and things that would help get them better in school. Such as art, like I said, arts and crafts, reading, homework, all that mumbo jumbo. So the main goal of me being there was just to be an impactful person in their life and be someone that they could walk up to and talk to and just let go of all their problems. So why did I choose to do this? Well, I chose to do this project for multiple reasons. The first reason was motivation. Motivation is a big word. Motivation is the reason or reasons for behaving or acting in a particular way. In my case, I had a lot of it. My older brother Jordan, who recently came here and spoke to the students here at BHS as part of my sister's senior project, you could say I look up to him. He's my role model and one of my best friends. He is my inspiration to why I've chosen to do this. And to the reason why I want to major in a field something like this when I'm older, which I'll get into a little bit later. A week before school started, band camp was underway. At that moment, he was offered his first hit of marijuana. That moment changed not only his life, but our family as well. For 12 years, my brother has struggled with the addiction to drugs. No mother, father, brother, or sister should have to go through what a family member with a drug addiction. My second reason is because I love working with children. It's that simple. Giving a helping hand and to see the reaction when you help them with whatever they need is priceless. To see the laughs, smiles, crying and whining is what I love. So, what did I learn throughout this whole project? So, what I learned throughout this whole process is that my idea of wanting to work with kids is going to and will become a reality. I've had the idea in my head for about 2 years, and preventing children from going down the wrong path is what I want to do for a living. I learned with my personal experiences that I can share and be an impactful person to kids all around. I can be a leader and a mentor to kids and show them that there are two paths, the right path and the wrong path, and there are paths in between. I can't tell them not to go down the right path or wrong path, but I can certainly be a blockade. I'm truly happy and blessed to have such a great gift of being able to connect to children and be that person, like I said, that they can look up to. I've learned even more that I cannot judge a book by its cover until you go through it and read it piece by piece. I've heard many stories from these kids that when I heard it, I was shocked. I learned and heard what they go through on a day-to-day basis. And it's really an honor to be that person that they can come up and talk to and just let go, like I said, and not leave a stone unturned. So like I said, the Boys and Girls Club mission is to inspire and enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. And like I said, those 6 words, especially those who need us most, really meant a lot to me when I read it, because those who need us most, we all think like Worcester, all those places in Massachusetts, Worcester, Lawrence, here in Manchester, but it's here in Concord too. There are parts in Concord that are pretty bad that we would never think of. And most of these kids that go to the Boys and Girls Club, they're from Concord. And when I heard these stories of like what they go through on a daily basis, it really shocked me. So here's a little story. As you can see, I'm playing board games. The little boy, his name is Moses, and that little girl is Ella. The first day, Moses' brother, Mark, they were all eating dinner around 5:30. I was telling jokes to this whole group of kids. I was telling all these kind of funny but cheesy jokes that they all enjoyed. And then his brother walked up to me and he said, "If you say a joke like that again, I'm gonna swing." And that really shocked me. I said, "Why do you want to punch me in the face?" He says, "Because I don't like you, and I don't like those. They don't make me happy." So I took Mark, everyone left, I took Mark we went to this little table in the cafeteria, and I sat and talked with him. I told him who I was, where I was coming from, and what I wanted to do while I was here. After 20 minutes, we talked. He sat there with the most hateful face towards me, and I was pretty shocked. But as time went on, by the time I was there, instead of me going up to him and asking how he was and how his day was going, he came up to me, arms out, with the biggest hug. And was so happy to see me. And he was the one that was coming to me, asking me how my day was, and all of that. So just that one kid, just Mark, and then this happened with like 10 kids. the change that I saw from the moment I got there, from the moment I left, was really eye-opening, and never judge a book by its cover, is what I've really learned. And to end, I'd like to thank Mr. Dustin for making senior seminar a fun class. I heard throughout my sophomore and junior year that it was a really painful class, but our work days, our 45-minute Mondays, and then the occasional Wednesdays and Fridays we had, the class was fun, so I'd like to thank you for that. I'd like to thank, she's not here, but Laura Gilbert, she's the director of the junior admissions, I'd say, at the Boys and Girls Club, for allowing me to volunteer. I'd like to thank my mentor, Sean Carroll. Thanks for being there for me. And it was nice because he's a young guy and I could joke around with him. It wasn't such a planned meeting. We talked about it, and it was just a really relaxing meeting, so thank you a lot. I'd like to thank you, Nancy Smith, for kicking my butt throughout this whole year. I got one more semester left with me, so. And I'd like to thank my parents for helping me throughout this presentation. So, yeah, thank you guys, and thank you all for coming.